You need to have played it quite a bit. You need to have mastered all of those spawn areas, which clearly Smart Omega has completed in here. They are confident that takeoff has been quite the challenge for quite a number of teams in this competition, and they've done their homework against Phantasma as well, right? And to open up hardpoint number 1, the side of Phantasma jumping straight on over to that power position. Launch center, the second floor will be taken over, and what a good opener here by Team Red.
Okay, Phantasma trying to gain some control on the point, and for the meantime, they have seemed to be successful in that endeavor. The point is kind of flipping back and forth, to be quite honest with you. You can see here the vertical control trying to be established by Smart Omega. That will be Candy there, trying to get things from the launch pad, trying to be able to get that open sight line on the point itself, but it's been a back and forth. No team really pulling ahead just yet. They're trying to filter into the points, but the thing is, with the power position that Smart Omega are going for, it seems like Phantasma are considering flushing them out of it, which you can't blame. The Raptors here going to be held by Crush, and this gives Smart Omega a really good position to continue to hold on to this, but P2 will be moving forward, and at that endeavor, Smart Omega are already ahead of Phantasma.
Yeah, absolutely, man. 19 to 12 now. On towards P2, the side of Smart Omega, just clearing out the whole of the vicinity of Launch Center. And now they are picking up that hard point. They should be able to blaze on through. 55 seconds in here. But Phantasma straight up with those questions. They drive their numbers in there now. But I want everyone to keep an eye on player number 5 from the side of Phantasma. Ooh. Look at the position that he's holding all the way in control room. iPow trying to help his team members to get some of these fights, but he's not going to be able to do much unless his team members win some of these gunfights in there.
What a flank they're coming from Juanito to find those opening picks, but Crush has found the triple there, 2 off the cluster, and he does get a bunch going down more as well with the KRM. Very, very good opening here from Smart Omega, but P2, Phantasma putting up a bit of a fight, but not really being able to pull out of that for the meantime. Smart Omega currently holding this down like a champ. They haven't been letting go for it, sliding left and right, and that KRM is going to do wonders here in the favor of Crush. As now Phantasma, they have had lots of experience fighting Smart Omega, and some of these players have even played with each other in the past, but at this point, Phantasma know that they have to step things up. 50 to 21, we're going to P3, and this is arguably one of the hardest points that you have in the game if you do not have the spawns in your favor.
Yeah, absolutely. And now Smart Omega has picked up their members now holding on to that spawn whilst the rest of them go here. Flush out Phantasma from where they stand. Jay-Z picking up the hard point for his team members. And now Phantasma, they are holding on to the weaker spawn. Gas tank area is not the spot you want to be when Aurora launch has been activated. But it is wonderful to see YPi now stepping into generators, trying to clear out the area. iPow will be able to spawn from the back, and Phantasma takes over the hard point. But for how long more? Because it is Smart Omega that takes back over and snuff out Phantasma.
Gravity Vortex there to get more kills in their favor. Hydra just doing so much here for the side of Smart. Omega is going to back off after finding Juanito, and Whoopi will chime in to find Air Chris as well. Flying too close to Sun, and his wax wings will burn. But now, Phantasma here, they've passed the 75-point mark for Smart Omega. Phantasma looking to take P4 back in their way, but the control of that seems to be in the favor of Smart Omega. They do have the Sentry here to hold down the line, as well as Crush playing really close Katana to try and slice things up, but Juanito, he knows better than that. YPi will find another frag here in the favor of Phantasma. This is looking really good for them. They've taken the control of P4 at the moment, and Smart Omega cannot find their way on in. Phantasma do have good control at the moment, but as you see, Smart Omega, they're at the door of it. They've taken the point for themselves back once again as a full whoosh, the full push and wave here for Smart Omega, completely overtaking the site. Phantasma looking to return.
Yeah, Phantasma, they had the advantage there. They already had the generator area spawn. Just stringing on Aurora launch into control room is not going to be an issue at all, but very well played by Phantasma. Although the sentry was set up, they immediately jump on into the visitor center. They master, they grab hold of that spawn first, and now they trickle in one after the other. They have to continue winning more of these gunfights, which they finally do. But so far in here, it's mostly scrap points for Phantasma. They have to make a better showing at Fountain. This is going to be round 2 of Hardpoint.
Exactly, AJ. They've been very scrappy for this point. You can see them trying to fight over this vertical advantage right now. To have that sight line going down into the point is going to be huge, and both teams realize that factor. Smart Omega on the push right now. They're trying to go in and cluster to deny the control for it for the meantime, and that will keep Phantasma off of the point itself. We're going back around here to P1, as we talked about, and that cluster is perfectly timed here from Smart Omega, AJ.
And Phantasma cannot respond at all. They have to come in here. They have to win their gunfights. Cluster's not brought in just yet. We do know that Juanito has got his sentry in here already. Cannot bring it out too early. P3s or P2 is exactly where they want to play this for the time being. Fountain looks like it's absolutely dominated by Smart Omega. What a map pick. Takeoff is just the sort of map where you win it all by the vetoes. iPow jumps on in with the shorty, goes in for the snuff, and 67 to 112. Phantasma trying to fight on back with 10 more seconds at that hard point. They won't be able to get much, and P2 might just be the opener that they need in here. They might be able to turn things around if they use those score streaks smartly in here now.
This is the point that they really need, because Smart Omega, they're 38 points from securing map number 1. Definitely not something that you want to happen if you're Phantasma at the moment. But here with the KRM, Aircraft's able to do an amicable job of holding down the line, but Smart are too good and too quick to get on the point itself. Phantasma, though, will do good to try and keep that in their control for the meantime. Smart Omega trying to go on the flanks here. Candy will successfully do that, but Bench will send him back to the bench, sit his butt down, and keep them going. Here's Smart Omega. They're only 30 points away, AJ, from taking map number 1.
iPow. I want to have eyes on iPow to see exactly what sort of angle he's holding on to, but it's okay, a little bit too late. iPow has already abandoned control room, now jumping on straight for the fight of P2 in itself. Phantasma has given away way too many points, and now panic moment. Smart Omega, they will be able to win this because they've got it. Phantasma off guard, and it's just a little bit impossible to make a comeback in here right now. 5 more points to close this off, Nico.
5 more points is all they need, and that shall be it. AJ, Smart Omega take map number 1 in such decisive fashion.